new, Aaron.
For our theme song for Triple Nickels.
Yeah, this is Patrick's suggestion that we do Money from Pink Floyd.
Yes.
I don't know if this will get us canceled, but you know, Patrick.
No, we do that all good by ourselves.
Yeah, Patrick doesn't care about getting canceled, so.
Like I told Aaron when he sent me the questions that he's trying to get me suicided. So I don't think the money from Pink Floyd is going to.
Triple Nickels.
Yeah.
The money's falling.
All right. There's our 30
ideas.
Seconds. We can't go over 30 seconds, he said.
That's when they flag you.
I'm at 31 seconds, so I might have a problem.
Yeah.
Oh no, not that extra second.
Yeah, well, who's the head of Google?
I don't know.
Oh Lord, don't bring them into it.
I like to blame everything on Zuckerberg that happens in big tech just because I know his name.
Why don't we just encompass him with everything? You got.
Yeah, when I say Zuckerberg, I mean everybody in big tech.
Everybody.
Yeah,
That's
he
perfect.
represents everybody in big tech.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I have no use for big tech. As I talk to you, Patrick, on a Zoom call.
I was getting ready to call that out. I was getting ready as you speak to me through your microphone 1,000 miles away.
And then I'm going to post on multiple podcast platforms. I got no use for big tech.
Right?
Oh, man. All right. Triple Nickels. The whole idea behind this is 3 subjects, 5 minutes apiece.
Can I get my drink while you're
go ahead.
Let me get something to drink.
Go get something to drink.
I'm on Rockstar number 3.
Yeah, Rockstar number 3. So he's going like this. Hurry up, Dave.
How many heart attacks is he on? Rockstar.
Oh, now
gone.
I know. 3 stocks. Well, they're like Kool-Aid to him now. It's like Kool-Aid going through his body. Your body just adjusts to whatever you pour into it.
Right. Well,
So-
yeah. I hope you are adjusting to a heart attack, Aaron. I mean, Dave.
Dave. Yeah, I'm drinking zero water.
Hey, as my grandfather used to say, nectar of the gods.
Is your grandfather still living?
No, he died of a massive heart attack.
I see. All right, let's get to topic 1.
By the way, I'm not laughing at my grandfather dying of a
Okay.
heart attack. It was just very coincidental.
I see.
I know it looks like I am, but I'm not.
All right. Topic 1.
Oh, what's the first topic?
First topic is, the 2020 presidential election, whatever we think of the vote count, one thing the Republican Party did is not do very well with suburban white women. If Trump is the nominee, and we're just going to, for sake of argument, Trump is the nominee, he will probably choose a woman to be his VP to kind of help him in that category to bring back the suburban white women vote. Who would you choose of these 3 to be his VP candidate? Tulsi Gabbard, Kim Reynolds, which is the governor of Iowa, or Kristi Noem, which is the governor of South Dakota?
Who's
which
first?
one?
Who's first?
Which one, Patrick?
I was looking for a coin to toss. That way we could settle this diplomatically. But dude, I'll take the reins on this one. Before we start really peeling back this onion, everything that we have been fed about any part of this election has been a lie. For all we know, the truth lies. Trump did not better than any U.S. president ever in the suburban white women category, blah, 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 blah. That being said, I wouldn't choose a single one of them women as the governor. I mean, as the vice president.
Who would you choose if you had to choose one, though? Because he's going to choose one just for the show here. Which one?
You better leave him in place because states need strong governors to keep the stupidity out of it. But if gun to my head had to choose one, I like how vocal Kristi Noem has been. And as far as pushing back, because I mean, I believe through everything, she had no mandates, she had no restrictions, she had no extra rules. She kept her state open through this entire pandemic for her people to thrive, and their states thrived. They thrived and they got through, and to little or no harm to that state. I was honestly thinking about moving to the Dakotas during all this because I kept watching her going, man, That chick, she's just flat out awesome. And I'm stuck over here with King Dictator Andy Brashear, scumbag. It's like, really, Andy? Come on, man. Come on, dude.
Now, Christy Nome, that's South Dakota, right?
Yes.
Okay. My brother lives in South Dakota and he loves it up there. Now, on the downside, and I don't know if Christy Nome had anything to do with this, but South Dakota did pass a anti-drug campaign that was called Meth. We're on it.
No, that was years ago. No. That was
Meth. We're on it.
That's the best campaign ever.
So, Dave, who's your answer?
Well,
of the three,
you know this, Aaron. Patrick probably doesn't, but it's my future wife, Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard. And by the way, Patrick, I've already discussed this with my current wife, and she's understands, and she said she'll take the place of a sister wife if I happen to marry Tulsi Gabbard.
You really are in liberal California, aren't you?
Yes. I would say I've known that quite some time, and I can just see the commercial now. This is Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi, yeah. And I'm a Democrat, and the Democratic Party left me.
Yeah.
I'm now a Republican because the Democratic Party left me.
Google, I'm talking about the last go around 2020. Google, along with the Democratic Party, silenced Tulsi Gabbard. She could prove it. She's going to court and fighting it. They silenced her, which makes me go, wait a minute. You have the perfect candidate that you guys are all talking about. She's female. She's ethnic. She's Democrat. She's everything that you guys say you want. Why are you silencing her?
Because she doesn't drink the blood of children and worship Satan.
No, you know what I think it is? She's intelligent. She's level-headed. And while I don't agree with everything that she has to say, she's got a sane way of approaching things.
And she doesn't have a penis and claims to be a woman.
Yeah, she's not insane. And I think she's too sane for the Democratic Party. So come on over, Tulsi. We'll make some concessions and run with Trump.
The final thing, why I chose E3. Tulsi Gabbard actually spoke at CPAC at the Ronald Reagan dinner, which is a very keynote opportunity. She was chosen by Trump to speak there, and he's definitely has some interest in her. And Kim Reynolds did the Republican answer to the Biden's last speech, which is State of the Union address. So she did that. So she's reached major status in the Republican Party. So both of those, and Kristi Noem has also been around speaking too. And so those three are, I think, viable candidates to be the VP. I think he will choose if it's Trump, choose a woman. And even if it's DeSantis, I think he could maybe choose a woman too.
Aaron, if it comes down to people just speaking their mind and standing up against stupidity, that puts Dave and I right in the runnings for VP. Patrick Rivers, 2024.
What are we doing? Rivers Peril or Peril Rivers, man?
Right on. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm there. Let me say this. I'll wrap up this topic. I am not for a Trump ticket in 24.
Me neither.
I'm not. I think he damages the party too much. However, I am all for a DeSantis Gabbard ticket, or better yet, a DeSantis DTJ Donald Trump Jr. ticket.
Well, to burst your bubble there, Dave, it's been in the prophetic. It's been spoken as far back as 2014. Trump's going to serve 2 terms. There's going to be a ticket 2024.
I'm sure he is. Okay, because everybody has said if Trump decides to run, they're going to back out, which is probably a sane decision. But at the same time, I think we go through another 2016 to 2020 with the media and people who are not informed, spewing hatred and you know what I mean.
Well,
I think
I
he
do see
brings
that.
too much of that to the party, and
I see
that's
that,
where.
but also with like how last year Hunter's laptop was Russian disinformation.
Oh,
we're gonna get to that
later.
All right,
so.
all right.
So.
Whoa, pump the brakes,
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Don't give away the best part. Hey, you do encores in your show?
Sure enough. Okay, I got you.
All right.
Oh man, all right. Okay, we're gonna go on to the Batman. Topic 2.
Oh, have you seen the Batman?
Dude, I was there day one.
Look,
Come on.
look at his eyes. He was like,
yeah. Oh, I'm surprised you don't have a mask on. You know, I mean, a Batman mask on.
Oh, I got a Batman mask. I should have worn it.
Oh man.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh man.
There he goes.
Oh, this is great for the podcast.
My Batman mask is in the
If
garage.
you're
It's all
listening to the
packed up.
podcast, Patrick Rivers just stepped away from the mic for a special surprise for our YouTube and Rumble audience.
He's I'm not wearing hockey pads.
He's got the full cow. I just have the Batman mask.
Oh, so what'd you think of the movie?
You spent some money on that, didn't you?
No, I think it was only like $40.
All right.
But it came with this weird like plastic rubber mouth so I just cut it out.
Okay. Well,
so when I'm driving the bus to shows, I like to throw this on and then get weird looks because the bus is all blacked out.
well, you know, maybe Batman needs a mustache and beard.
Oh yeah, he might. You know,
you could make a great Batman.
Oh, thank you. I tried to.
I could totally see you cruising the Batmobile.
Well, I tried to around the neighborhood, but the cops keep showing up at the house.
Well, you're not supposed to kick the butts of little kids, man.
Oh, 5-year-olds, my bad. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
So what'd you think of the movie? What'd you think? What grade are you going to give the movie?
Dude, I'll give that is probably the best rendition of the Batman that I've ever seen.
So like A-, B+, what?
I'll give that thing an A++, really.
Okay. All right. And Dave, what's your grade on?
I am with you that it was probably one of the best tellings of the Batman story. I give it an A+ because I think there's 2 other great Batman movies out there, being Dark Knight, but that's only great because Heath Ledger.
Yes.
And of course, Michael Keaton's Batman.
Yes. I will agree with you on all fronts there, Dave.
Yeah.
Is the new Batmobile the best one? Is it the best Batmobile?
No.
It's pretty cool, but no, it's not the best Batmobile.
The original is the best.
The original from the
60s.
TV show, huh? The best.
Okay. Oh, you're going back to Adam West. No.
Oh, of course. Come on. He hands down. This is like the Sammy Hagar, David Lee Roth argument.
Right.
The correct answer to the better Van Halen is David Lee Roth, but the real correct answer is Sammy Hagar because they had #1 albums with Sammy Hagar.
You sure you're not a Democrat? Because you just turned around and flip-flopped on all your answers right there.
Stop.
The answer is this, but it's really this. And so what? I defend pedophiles. I'm sorry. I brought a Supreme Court justice.
You redlined real fast, bro.
I'm sorry. I brought a Supreme Court justice into it. Nominee.
Man.
I'm not a biologist.
Okay, let's stay on topic here.
Okay, so
the Batman.
Anyways,
what was your favorite part of the movie, Dave?
Oh, all right. I was gonna go back to. Well, let me finish my statement, which is, even though Keaton was probably the best Batman, the correct answer is Adam West because he's the original, right?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if it's right to you, Dave, it's right to you. Okay.
Hey, you need to come out to California and see how life is.
I think that Keaton was the best because he's the first actor to really portray Batman in a darker, non-super comic-y aspect. And I think that's why it's beloved so much, because you got that dark director, Tim Burton, doing all the weird stuff. And then you got Keaton swooping in to be all dark and brooding behind it. So I think that's what really, really sets the Keaton Batman apart from everybody. What I was disappointed in is, and Pattinson was even on the record of saying, I didn't even work out for this role. And I understand that it's year 2, supposed to be in the Batman lore. But dude, hit the weights or something, bro. At least for a couple months, put on a little beef, because you're literally looking like what's his face from Twilight, whatever his name was in that. And you're just not sparkly.
I'm not a Twilight fan. I saw one movie because my wife, but so I don't have this memory or history of Pattinson being in Twilight because I don't know.
Have you seen the meme out there that says that Pattinson is the worst vampire ever because it took him 14 years to turn into a bat?
Yeah, I saw that.
So what's your favorite part of the movie, Dave?
Probably when they broke out the Batmobile. There's not enough Batmobile in this movie for me. But I got super excited when that thing fired up and I was like, yeah, finally, I'm going to get some Batmobile. And then they took it away as quick as they gave it to you.
Yeah, we saw it in XD. And man, when that Batmobile came out,
you felt
that place
it
was loud. My chair was shaking.
Yeah.
So, but what's your favorite part, Patrick?
Honestly, I love the entire movie. I love the aspect because somebody compared it to the movie Seven, like a Batman version of the movie Seven with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
but I loved every aspect of the movie. So I don't really have a particular favorite part, but I guess my favorite aspect of it was all the detective stuff that makes it why they call him the world's greatest detective. Because he literally had to go through and think and puzzle solve. And I loved how he actually went to Arkham to talk to the Riddler to try to get it figured out who's doing the rest. So
yeah, I like the Riddler. They did a great job of making that guy scary.
You liked how dark he was.
Oh yeah, that guy is nuts.
Did you see where they released the deleted scene of the Joker?
I did. I haven't seen it yet. I only watched about a minute of it, but I hear it's fantastic. And
I'm disappointed. I'm glad that they cut that scene. It gives them a chance. And my opinion goes completely against everybody's reaction to it that I've seen so far. But it just gives them a chance to redo the Joker and not have it spoiled.
Here, let me say two things about the Joker. One is I have long wanted a maniacal, just insane Joker. Heath Ledger was a good starting point.
Yeah,
for
he
that.
was close. Yeah.
He wasn't 100% there, but he was close.
You just want flat, crazy evil.
Oh yeah, that's the kind of Joker that I want, and very psychopathic and the whole thing. I think those are this is a bad statement, but those are good characteristics for the Joker.
Right.
Okay. But at the same time, one of the things that bugs me about superhero movies, and I said this was Superman, which is, he's got more than one villain, right? There in Superman, it's not just Lex Luthor. There's a whole universe of villains. Why do you keep giving me this one? And that's what I liked about this was they went to the Riddler first.
Why did you give me Kevin Spacey?
Yeah.
I mean,
by the way, if we're going to jump on that bandwagon, hands down, best Lex Luthor is what?
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman. He is the best Lex Luthor because he was funny. He was insane. He was very manipulative.
Completely self-absorbed. Yeah.
And he was everything that Lex Luthor should be, everything you wanted him to be.
Brilliant.
I like Jack Nicholson's Joker, but he's not the Joker. And Heath Ledger really is the Joker. And I don't even know if this new Joker is going to be able to top Heath.
Right. Well, I mean, honestly, and I know you're going to watch it, but they make him appear to be a burn victim.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so I'm just like, really? I mean, because every rendition you've seen, even in the books, so you go all the way back to the Adam West TV show, the Joker had some class, a little bit of class about him.
Right.
He just had, but it was that maniacal, narcissistic, just evil class that he walked around with.
Right.
This guy, he was just like, look, scarred up and burnt up and just like the burn. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll perfect that character because it is a great character. And I'm okay with Joker not even being in the next movie. Give me a different villain. Yeah, I don't know, Two-Face or something like that, or Scarecrow. Oh man, could you imagine if they put Scarecrow in the Batman?
In that dark of a movie? That'll be, and give us a nightmare scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'll be sick.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
All right, we're gonna move on now.
Aaron's like, I'm out of this.
Yeah,
birds.
Batman recommended about both you guys, 3 hours, but incredible. A+ from both Dave and Patrick. Yeah, we're gonna take a break here. We're gonna play some 3 Days Under, and we'll get back and we're gonna talk about the president's son laptop.
Yeah,
and then that story. So we'll be right back.
It's supposed to be 5 minutes each topic, 3 topics, but
it's been like 10 minutes.
It never works out that way.
At least it's 10 minutes now instead of longer than that. Hey, but I want to, and if you're listening right now, I want to encourage everybody, if you're listening on the Rock Salt MUZKAST Experience channel on YouTube or Rumble, to subscribe or to like.
Yeah,
that will really help. Also follow Patrick's band, 3 Days Under, on Spotify or wherever. And check out their YouTube podcast with Bradford Wars, Dan Streety, on the offensive. So if you would check those things out, that'd be great.
Yeah. And I would suggest, if you're going to subscribe on YouTube, you might want to check out the Rumble, because I know Patrick here is working on getting us canceled.
Yeah. And so, and shout out to Chris from Last Trumpet, who said he listens and enjoys Triple Nickels. And so
thank you, Chris.
I think I think he enjoys how vocal we are about certain subjects. And so
somebody's got to be.
Chris, so buckle up.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe Chris will come on. He can,
hey, we could do a 4-way triple nickel. Sure.
So,
yes, I would.
So again, all right, on to topic 3. Well, we just learned. Well, we all knew.
We all knew this for 18 months.
But the mainstream media has just learned that the laptop they found is actually Hunter Biden's.
Yeah, it's real.
It's real. And so
along with the quote unquote diary from Biden's daughter, that I was listening to Reasonable Doubt podcast. That's Adam Carolla and Mark Garagos. And they were talking about how the Project Veritas ended up with the diary, and the attorneys on the flip side are saying, well, we're not going to confirm that the diary belongs to the Bidens, but we want it back. How do you get it back if it's not yours?
Just the fact, like when you mentioned, like for those of you that are under a rock that don't know that the laptop or the diary is like legit, what I pictured in my mind when you guys said they've come out and said it's real, was like this Southern belle in this big dress with a big, oh, I do declare, and fainting. That's what I just saw in my mind. I'm like, crap, there's somebody out there who's really blown away about this news.
Well, that's what I do on the weekends.
Oh
I
well, there she
Southern
is.
Belle.
It's so funny to watch our Jen
Jen Psaki.
When they asked her questions about the laptop, and it's like a death stare to the reporter. That was the best.
Tell you what,
that's real.
That Peter Ducey, that Fox reporter,
yeah,
he's really stepping up, finally asking some questions, man. And it's like, way to go. Peter, you were a scumbag for quite a while, and you didn't ask anything that was pertinent to anybody. But good job stepping up here and talking about Pedo Joe and his pedophile son. Have you guys seen the excerpt, some of those pages from that diary?
I have read some of the excerpts. I would like to read much more, because I think there's much more there.
I don't think I can stomach anymore.
Just what I read just a couple of lines about how Pedo Joe is taking showers with his daughter. That's insane to me. Even as my son was growing up, I didn't take baths or showers with him.
No.
It seems very inappropriate. And I don't know. Well, look, Crazy Joe is not all there. We all know that. He's not all there. His wife keeps him together. And by the way, when I hear her speak, if I had to vote for one of the two of them, it would have been her, because she's, I don't know, somewhat sane.
I personally would have voted for the podium they stand behind, because they have more sense than either one of them.
Yeah, well, not after Nadler did his business up on that podium.
Well, that was a different podium. How do the media buried this thing, and now they're having to turn around and say, yeah,
well,
you know.
But here's the thing, and I know I'm doing a lot of the talking here, Patrick, but I got a lot of opinions on this. They're still kind of playing it off like, well, we didn't know. You know, we reported what we knew, and there were 50 CIA agents and FBI agents that signed off on this saying it was fake, and we just reported what we knew. Yeah, no, there was one statement that shorted up for me, and that was when Tucker Carlson was interviewing Bob Alinsky, and he said that he had called the Biden's attorney, or he had gotten a call from the Biden's attorney, and he said he was going to go public with the story. And Biden's attorney said, you know, this is going to ruin us all. Well, what attorney's going to say that?
Right. Especially of your innocent client.
Exactly.
But well, this all goes back to your statement earlier in the interview. You were talking about how if T-Rump does another 4 right after this one, it's going to be media and all this discord and fake reporting. That's the thing. I think this is the first domino, because I've said it from the beginning of the year, that this is going to be and I didn't say it, the Lord did. This is going to be a year of exposure. And it's going to come out. And this is the first domino, because now these big conglomerate of everybody, that even all these Biden supporters and all these voters that went out to the polls and voted for this man, saying, well, he's just being discredited by Russia. It's Russia disinformation. It's fake. Now, every single media source that is dumped on their plate that it was fake has to retract, and has been retracting that this laptop is for real. This is the beginning of the collapse of the mainstream media. And I think so much information is going to be passed out to us that literally people have meltdowns. People are literally going to have psychotic breaks. They are going to be in a fetal position under their desk looking for their petting room, and it's not going to be provided. You had long enough to choke down these pills and swallow them like a good boy or girl. Now it's time to regurgitate them, because they're going to make you sick. And it's what we're coming into, man. And I don't think the media is going to be able to play a role, because I think the lawsuits that are going to come against him. You've seen what Rittenhouse is doing. He's suing all the media for slander and everything they've drug him through. It's coming down. The house of cards.
He not only is suing these people, he's creating a foundation to sue media and keep them honest. So it's not just for Rittenhouse, it's for Sandman, you know, who got
He was the first one.
Yeah, he was the first one. And he was the one that was standing face to face with the Native American that CNN tried to portray as, you know, he was all in this Native American's face. So, oh, wait, we zoomed out. Yeah, no, that wasn't the case, but we're going to report it anyways, because that fits our narrative. He's a young white Christian male, and we must go after him.
And then,
well, I'm telling you, it's all coming down.
Well, Trump has a lawsuit too, I guess, too.
Yeah, Hillary, he's suing Hillary Clinton and their whole team for spying on his campaign. And you know what? You see what this does, this lawsuit, it allows them to present evidence, which is public record. So the media who will report on it can have access to all that information. So you're going to have your Newsmaxes, your Real America's Voices, all these podcast radio stations, because everybody is pretty much turned away from mainstream as is now anyway. It's going to give them access to all this information and have it come out like a flood. It's going to be a good year for exposure.
You know, getting I slowly working my way back to the topic here. First of all, CNN has on average 500,000 viewers. 500,000. You can't keep the lights on at CNN with 500,000 viewers. Okay. Joe Rogan has 10 or 11 million listeners to a podcast. 10 or 11 million. That would make CNN successful. We would call CNN successful with 10 or 11 million viewers. They got 500,000, but somehow we continue to call CNN successful, and Joe Rogan is the nut job, and I don't understand that. But
they
whatever.
also continue to tell us that Ukraine is winning this war. I don't. People who are winning wars don't get on with video conferences with every Congress around the world begging for help.
You know, I don't think that, well, that's a whole other topic, but I don't think that anyone on any side of that war is getting accurate information.
You want me to be the real bad guy here? You want me to throw some real dander in the air? You want me to get some people really agitated? Put this feather in your cap. Putin's not the bad guy.
Wow. Okay. Topic for another day, because that sounds like a good topic. Let's save that one for next time. But getting back to Pedo Joe, look, this laptop's real. The pictures came out first, and nobody wanted to acknowledge that this dude was laying there with a crack pipe in his mouth. Right? I mean, come on. Where did the picture come from?
Oh, it's photoshopped. It's doctored.
Sure it is.
Sure.
And you know what? I was barraged with anytime I commented on that thing on Facebook of, well, you know, he's a drug addict, and we need to have sympathy or an empathy for him because he's dealing with a real problem. Hey, no, you know what? I don't have to do that, and let me tell you why. I don't have to give people in public positions passes for their transgressions, insecurities, bad things that happened to them as kids. You're in a public position, so you are under the microscope, and I get to say those things. It is a true embarrassment that this guy is president while his son is involved in hookers and blow.
I would like to see those people. Oh, you guys, you got to have compassion, and he's recovering and dealing with. I'd like to see those people put that pedophile in charge of their daycare and see how comfortable they are with giving him a pass on that.
Oh no, that's not okay. You know, he does drugs, right?
Right.
And by the way, no one's ever come out and says, "Oh yeah, he doesn't do drugs anymore."
Right.
I mean, he's still doing the drugs. We know
they're
this.
The White House drugs, bro. They're legal.
Yeah, he's getting it straight from the Colombian pipeline. His dad didn't shut that pipeline down.
Those Pennsylvania Avenue drugs, man. Come on. They don't call it the White House for nothing nowadays.
Yeah. We're shutting down the Keystone pipeline, but oh no, Hunter needs that Colombian pipeline left open. Just leave that one alone.
Well, speaking of shutting down, it was nice knowing you all.
Tune in for our new show.
Tune in for our new show, The Suicided. Here we go.
On Rumble.
Yeah. Exclusively on Rumble.
Yeah. Oh man.
We're
always some good thoughts.
I think we're getting a label out of this one.
Yeah.
So thanks, Patrick.
Yeah. Happy to help.
You know, I tried to keep it so we wouldn't get labeled, but I don't know. Hey, you know, when they put the explicit lyric stickers on the albums, they sold more. So maybe that'll work in our favor.
Sure. It's like them banned videos. Everybody starts searching for the faces of death. Like, oh, it's out there. I'm going to go look for it. Then they don't like what they see.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Patrick, thanks for coming on and doing another triple nickels.
Oh, it's always fun.
I'll send you 15 cents.
Yes. Just bring it to the Chains Unchained in July.
I'll just bring you a big bag of nickels.
Yes. And
so
we'll swing around.
So if you're near Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, end of July, right?
July 27th.
Yeah, something like that. Check it out, Chains Unchained.
Hey, you don't have to be near Springfield. We're coming from California.
South, yeah. So if you're coming from less than California, you should be there.
Start
And
saving your nickels now because gas is going to be like $10 a gallon by then. So
Don't say
Yeah.
that. We might not drive out there. We can't.
right. You asking for a bump on your rate?
A rate? People get paid for this stuff?
Oh,
You're talking
Sorry.
about rate.
sorry, I wasn't supposed to say anything.
Musicians get paid? What?
Yeah. So check out 3 Days Under on Spotify, Apple, all that. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Follow them, like them. Please do the same for our show. And thanks for listening on the Rock Salt MUZKAST Experience.